Good morning and welcome to Daily Trust TV. I am John Ikani and this is Trust TV News. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has confirmed Aminu Tambuwal as the Sokoto State governorship candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP). Tambuwal's name was missing from the initial list released by the electoral regulator. INEC's Chairman of Information and Voter Education, Festus Okoye, said that PDP took advantage of the substitution window in fielding Tambuwal as its candidate. In a similar development, Senator Buruji Kashamu has replaced Adeleke Shitu as the governorship candidate of PDP in Ogun State. Daily Trust learned that Shitu, whose name was pasted alongside other governorship candidates of 38 political parties by INEC, voluntarily withdrew from the race. Meanwhile, the ruling All Progressive Congress (APC) has won by-elections conducted last Saturday in Katsina, Bauchi, and Kwara states. The winners include Yusuf Nuhu of Toro Federal Constituency in Bauchi State, Yahaya Kusada of Kusada Kainka Ingawa Federal Constituency in Katsina State, as well as Rahim Olawuyi Ajulope of Dekiti Irepodun Ishi Okeoru Federal Constituency in Kwara State. The National Examination Council (NECO) has extended the time for applicants who wish to register as walk-in candidates for its November-December 2018 Senior School Certificate Examination. The acting registrar of NECO, Abubakar Gana, in a statement explained that the extension became necessary following the expiration of registration deadline on Saturday, the 17th of November 2018. In a related story, the Emir of Daura, Alhaji Umar Farouk, has threatened to sack any village or ward head of any community where there is low enrollment of pupils in primary schools. He equally warned parents against resisting to enroll their children in schools, adding that such parents risk being sanctioned. All is not well with the ruling All Progressive Congress, as the national legal advisor of the party, Babatunde Ogala, has accused the national chairman, Comrade Adams Oshomole, of deliberately encroaching on his office in an attempt to undermine him. Ogala, in an internal memo dated November 6, 2018, addressed to Oshomole, expressed displeasure that the action continued despite his open protest to the party's national chairman during a meeting of the National Working Committee. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo has sued a radio broadcaster before an FCT High Court for allegedly accusing him of killing former Attorney General of the Federation, Bola Ige. Akande Oro, who is the anchor for an online radio, allegedly claimed in the broadcast that Obasanjo killed Ige and former Vice Chairman, South of the All Nigerian People's Party, ANPP, Harry Marshall, during his tenure as president. Bola Ige was shot dead in his bedroom in Bodija, Ibadan, Oyo State at about 9 p.m. on December 23, 2001. The Director General of the Nigerian Conservation Foundation, Dr. Muktari Aminu Kano, on Sunday warned that Nigeria is losing about a half kilometer of its landmass annually to desert encroachment, and time is of essence before the entire country becomes a desert. Aminu Kano said the mangroves were also being lost in the Niger Delta and that the nation had already lost up to 95% of its forest cover. He warned that urgent measures must be taken to curb deforestation and forest degradation to stop what he described as ugly consequences of climate change for the nation. And now to business news. The federal, states, and local governments shared 2.28 trillion naira in third quarter of 2018, according to the Nigeria Extractive Industry Transparency Initiative (NEITI). A breakdown of the figure shows that the federal government received the highest sum of 904.8 billion naira, followed by states which received 718.5 billion naira, and local governments received the lowest disbursement of 432.1 billion naira. This information is contained in the latest edition of the NEITI Quarterly Review just published. On the other hand, the Nigerian Labour Congress has again called on workers to vote out state governors that are averse to paying 30,000 naira as minimum wage. The call was reiterated by the National Vice President of the Congress, Amechi Asunguni, during the inauguration of the new National Administrative Council of the National Union of Air Transport Employees. Amechi called on President Buhari to transmit the minimum wage document to the National Assembly as a matter of urgency. People get married for different reasons, some for emotional reasons, others for financial gains, and some do it to fulfill religious and societal expectations, among others. Well, Hajiya Titi Abubakar, wife of the People's Democratic Party presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar, said she married her husband because of his honesty, sincerity, and integrity. Titi said they were brought together by destiny, and Atiku had been endeared to her because of his sterling qualities and patriotism to his fatherland. Titi narrated how she met Atiku when Women for Atiku paid her a courtesy visit at her Maitama residence in Abuja. Titi said, and I quote, "I was on my way back to Nigeria from Benin Republic, where I visited my aunt and was accosted by customs officials at the Idi-Iroko border, who demanded for payment of a duty for the pair of brocade material that was a gift from my aunt. An argument ensued between us, and I told them to keep the material because I would not pay duty for a pair of brocade and a gift at that. The officer, who was head of the command at the time, intervened, paid for the duty charge, and gave me the receipt. One thing led to the other. We hooked up later, and the rest is now history." As the head, he could have chosen to order that I be allowed to go, but he paid for the duty, and that act from that time impressed me, and I fell deeply in love with the man Atiku. On this note, we end this morning broadcast of Trust TV News. This package is now available for download and as video on demand on dailytrust.com.ng and on the Trust TV channel on YouTube. The next edition is at 4 p.m. today. Join us then.